Obviously, we got rained out this past Saturday, so we don't have any footage from this weekend other than the video we posted the other day where we was changing the transmission and trying to get ready to go to Talladega Short Track. So, don't have any racing footage for you. I guess we could have took a camera and just let you see the raindrops, but that's what happened. We ended up getting rained out, which is fine. Wasn't no big deal. Honestly, it was kind of a blessing in disguise for some other reasons. But the car is sitting here. It's ready to go racing. I mean, we was ready to load up, and I think they posted at like 2 o'clock or so that they was gonna try to race. Big old rainstorm come in, so we just let everything sit here in the shop. Was gonna load up about 4:30, and then head down there at the very last minute to where we was getting there right at driver's meeting time. So thankfully we didn't have to unload anything because everything's still here. But you know, that's that's the year it's been so far, just all the rainouts and everything. But you know, a lot of people's getting frustrated with the rainouts, and I've talked to a couple of people, but truth be told, the rainouts have been really a blessing to me. They have made me open my eyes and realize some things. And you know, what I'm getting at is I've really enjoyed not having to work on the car 24/7. Definitely enjoyed not having to spend all of our money or paycheck on the car. So it's definitely changed some things and changed some perspective for me. So that's what the whole point of this video is right here is going to be. You know, we made this video, what, two weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago. I tried making this video. Had a cat that kept coming in the door meowing, and it messed the audio up. And then the camera ended up dying. So I've got the camera plugged into an extension cord right now in case it get long-winded, and the camera, so hopefully it don't die this time. But basically the whole point of this video is we're going to be making some changes around here. You know, like I said, the rainouts have made me realize that I don't have to go to the racetrack every weekend. I don't have to put all my focus on that. You know, this may make, I don't know, this may make some people sad, it may make some people mad, they may not be happy at me, but ultimately, I gotta do what's best for me and my family, obviously. That's the most important thing. So with that being said, I am going to list the car for sale. I'm gonna post it race ready. If you wanna buy it, no motor, no transmission, no seat, no wheels, tires, shocks, all that, I'll be glad to work with you. But it is posted, it is going to be posted for sale, race ready. I mean, it's sitting here ready to go to the track right now. If you reached out to me and told me, hey, I'd like to race it at Talladega Saturday night, I'd load everything up, haul it down there, you pay me, and I'll help you work on it all night long and let you drive it. And then at the end of the night, you haul it home with you. So if you're interested in it, reach out to me. It's a 19 Capital. It's a late 19 Capital. Hendren 604, about 350 laps on it since it was freshened up. Stealth carburetor, E85 carburetor. It's got 5 races on it. I bought it brand new. It's got Penske shocks. It's got 5 races on it since they was freshened up this winter. Trying to think. Butler built 17-inch SFI containment seat, hooker harnesses, electronic long acre gauges.
All are in date.
Yeah, everything's in date. Fuel safe, fuel cell. Winters are in.
Fresh this off season.
All the bells and whistles. You know, I know people's probably gonna sit there and say, well, you had a bad weekend last weekend or whatever, or mechanical things, this or that, but this has nothing to do with anything like that. This has been on me for probably 3 or 4 years now. You know, we won the points championship for the first time in 2017. At the end of the year, I was ready to post everything for sale and get out of racing at that time. Dallas wouldn't let me. Obviously, I'm thankful she didn't, because if I would have sold everything in 2017, I wouldn't have met all of you guys, wouldn't have had this channel, wouldn't have had this following. So I'm very thankful that we didn't sell at the time. Then, you know, we ended up winning the championship in 2022. Pretty much every time we took the car to the track at Talladega, we won in 2021, 2022. And even at the end of the year, I was still like, you know, it's just, the sport's changing. It's just not what it was. And truthfully, that's what has led me to my decision right now. This sport is not, it's not the same sport that I grew up loving. I was thinking about it the other day, doing all the math, and I can remember from about the time I was about 3 or 4 years old, how I was ate up with this, watching my dad and my uncle race, and so for 30 years of my life, I have eat, slept, and breathed racing, or race cars, and it's just time for a change for a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm hanging it up for good, obviously, but I am saying I want a little bit of a break. You know, like we said in a couple videos back, we still got the modified frame out there, and I'm not going to be in any hurry to build the modified frame. But that is something that I will have and that I can do later on. But right now the racing is just, man, it's so crazy how expensive everything is, and how it's just not as fun to me as it used to be. And I realize that's my opinion. I know other people would argue with me, and you know, hey, to each their own, but to me it's just time for a little bit of a break. And the new baby gonna be here in the next week, so you know, it's just, I feel like it's a great time to make that decision. You know, so if you're interested in it, reach out to us, bberryracing@yahoo.com. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, it's not a deal, okay? You know, it's not gonna be on sale, but it is for sale. If you ask me what my ideal price range would be, this is what my ideal situation would be. I would love for one of you guys to have a 66 to a 69 Chevelle, maybe an early 70s Camaro, you know, Chevy 2 Nova, early 70 Novas. I would love for one of you guys to have one of those and be like, hey, let's trade for the race car. That's my ideal situation, but I know a lot of classic car guys are a lot smarter than that. So that's what we're going to be looking into once we sell the race cars. Just kind of a hot rod to play around with a little bit, and obviously shoot videos and do little projects here and there with it to keep the channel going. Channel's not going anywhere. It's not going to disappear. We'll continue to still do videos, just like I showed you the other day, the videos on the dune buggy. Still got the carburetor and all that back there that we need to get on it, get it running. And truthfully, I mean, as I'm sitting here looking around the shop, I mean, I've got the tubing bender there that I've built. I've bent like 3 pieces of tubing with it. Y'all seen me make the stand for it last fall, where I turned it into an air over hydraulic tubing bender rather than a manual tubing bender. Got a TIG welder over there. Love to be able to learn TIG welding, and with racing and all that, just don't have the time to do it. So, you know, if we had a hot rod or something like that, I feel like I'd have a little bit more time, a little bit more freedom. Plus, when I get off from work every day, I don't want to just come in here and completely ignore the new baby and Maggie and Dallas and have to worry about a race car 24/7. So, really, it's just a big break right now for me. If the car don't sell or nobody's interested in it, I'm gonna keep racing it. I'll keep racing it till it does sell, or till we decide otherwise. But if you're interested in it, like I said, reach out to us. Great car. I feel confident in saying that I could load this car up and go run any crate race and be somewhat competitive. Barring that I don't make the wrong adjustments, which we all know that I've been very capable of doing that. So, you know, like I said, it's just just time for a little bit of change. I'm not sad about it. I've had a couple people ask me if I'd still be interested in driving a car for them or this or that. And obviously, I mean, yes, I would, but it's kind of a double-edged sword because if I agree to doing something like that, I don't want to do it every single weekend. I don't want to be tied down to it every Saturday, every weekend, saying, hey, we got to go here, we got to do this, that, whatever. It would be something where, you know, big race or, hey, just meet me here this weekend or whatever. So that's where I'm at. That's where I stand right now. Just kind of want to put my attention and my focus elsewhere for the time being. Like I said, if it don't sell though, we're going to continue to race it and continue to do what we're doing. Nothing's going to change. But all you guys over on Patreon, greatly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have helped us tremendously. All the support and the memberships. Give us a little bit of time. I think what we had talked about doing was maybe doing like a big giveaway for all you members over there for some of the things we have that like our apparel or whatever. You guys over here be on the lookout for a huge blowout sale so that we don't have a whole lot of apparel left over, which we don't have a whole lot anyways, but we do got the things to make some apparel. So just be on the lookout for that. All you guys over there on Patreon, whatever we decide to do, whether it be shop footage, fabrication, got some dirt work to do around the land, you guys will still continue to post over there. We'll continue to try to get you guys content and try to keep you up to date and everything. Obviously, whenever we start building the modified and everything will be over there as well. Same over here. Patreon, just, you know, y'all get a little bit more in-depth details and heads up and this and that and the other. Kind of like this video, those guys over there on Patreon will definitely see this way before YouTube. So if just hang in there with us. Like I said, things may look a little different. We may have some different subjects or different content, but we're not going anywhere. We're still going to be around. We're still going to be relevant, and we can't thank each and every one of you enough. I was telling Dallas the other day, it absolutely blows my mind to think that there's Bradbury Racing shirts in Canada, Australia, everywhere in the United States. Never would have thought that would have been possible, and it absolutely blows my mind. But thank you to each and every one of you. Huge thank you to Hunter at Penske Racing Shocks. He's been great to us over the last 3 years or so, 3 or 4 years. He's been excellent to work with. Anytime I've ever needed him, been able to call him, text him, whatever, send him my shocks, takes care of us. Huge thank you to Hunter and all the Hambies at PPM Racing Products. They've been great help, great asset. Still plan to have a relationship with them as we're still parts dealers for them. So if you guys ever need any parts or anything, feel free to call us. We can get you whatever you needed ordered from PPM. There's been so many people, Marshall, Travis at Gorsuch Performance. Anytime I've ever had an issue or a problem with brakes, whatever, been able to pick the phone up and call, talk to either one of those guys as well. And huge shout out to Jack at Bren Transmission. That Jack is one of a kind and absolutely phenomenal to work with. Great customer service. And there's a fly on the lens right there. Great customer service, great product. Bren is 100% the transmission I believe that you need. I stand behind it 110%, and that was something that I fully believed in way before I ever had a relationship with Jack, and I will continue to push Bren products to anybody who ever asked me. That's something that I ran a long time before, and when we move to the modified, we'll continue to run. Man, that fly won't go away. Trying to think, make sure I ain't left nobody out. BB Designs, I know he's not happy about this video, but you know, he's helped me through the wraps, good looking race cars, stickers, decals, whatever you want to call them. Me and him we don't just have a business relationship. That's the brother I never had, and truly thankful for the friendship we have grown to have between him. WJI Enterprise, Umpy, that's a close family friend. That's not just something that's on the race car. I mean, he's helped me. That's the one that actually got the modified chassis, and you know, can't say enough about him. He donated the Cornwell box that's in the trailer, and a couple Cornwell tools and all. Work Speed Performance Parts is Dallas. That's our parts dealer business where we can get anything from Day Motorsports, PPM, Performance, Hammond Motorsports. Dave's been a great person to talk to. I can call and talk to Dave, and anytime I don't talk to him much, but when I do, it seems like we're on the phone for 45 minutes to an hour. Dave's a very smart individual, very, what's that word I'm looking for? Ingenuitive, is that a word?
Yeah.
Very ingenuitive, and I love that about Dave. He's always thinking outside the box, trying to do things different than what other people do. Me and him talked about it the last time I seen him in person. I got like the second gen of his Hammond setup plates, and absolutely love those things. Those things are worth their weight in gold. Velocita, any of you needing helmets, shoes, gloves, custom suits. You seen my suit at Molten the other night, or Extreme the other night, that custom suit. It came in that we ordered when we went to the Knoxville show. We're dealers for Velocita, so shout out to Dallas. Give her an email, bberryracing@yahoo.com, if you're in the market for any products from any of those companies. We can get you taken care of. That's all the news I got. I know that's big news. I know it's may be shocking. I know it may be different, but it is what it is. Like I said, I still love the sport. The passion's still there. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Maybe the drive's not there.
Yeah.
The passion and the love's still there for the sport, but the drive isn't. It's just...
You've worked yourself to death over the years and just...
Yeah, it's a lot. And that's the only really way I know how to word it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's...
I've probably tried to make this video probably 1942 times.
Yeah.
And it just never has came out the way I wanted it. You know, 5 years ago, my pride wouldn't let me say I'm done. But today, if somebody come and bought the car this week, I'd be A-okay.
I mean, and like, I know you guys can't see me, I'm behind the camera, but that's something that people have always bragged about, and people have always commented on, is the fact that Brad's work ethic and how hard he works at everything he does. He doesn't halfway do anything, and I think that's a lot of it. He's tired of working on it 24/7, and if he can't give it 100%, he don't want to do it. And he's at the point where now he doesn't want to give 100%. So if he can't do that, he's just not going to do it. So like I said, you guys have watched that over the years. You've watched him work, and I've watched him work, and I've watched him give up a lot of stuff. I watched him miss out on a lot of stuff to go racing. He didn't care because he was racing, but there's just a lot of stuff that you put on the back burner. There's things that he's wanted to do that he hasn't been able to do because financially racing straps you. Maybe not some, but it financially straps us small guys. So I think that's a lot of it. It is Brad he does not want to give 100% anymore, and if he's not giving 100%, he's just gonna call it quits for a while. But I'm excited about it. I wasn't excited about it years ago. I didn't want him to sell out. Wasn't happy about him even talking about that. But today, it's different when you have kids. It's also different when you get into church, and so there's been a lot of different variances, but mainly it's just the kids, and Maggie is super excited about a hot rod, so he hasn't wanted to do it because Maggie's loves racing, and she's been gung-ho about it since the day she was out in the shop at 6-7 months old. She's always loved it. So that's kind of what's held him back, but Maggie has given him the go-ahead, and she wants a hot rod. So we've got her, what is it, blessing on that, I guess you could say. So anyway, I'll turn it back around to you.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up that point. Like, I guess that's why I've done it for as long as I have, really. Because, like I don't remember, I know I've told Dallas, but I was telling somebody else the other day. I remember when my dad quit racing, and I was about 6 years old when he quit, 5 or 6. And I remember the day, because, his best friend and my uncle, they worked all day to get the car loaded up and get it ready to go to the track that night while he was at work. And I remember the day he walked in and said that, he had heard that the pit passes went up from 20 to 25, and said that he wasn't doing it no more. And he called the track, and sure enough, it had went up to 25 at Green Valley. And I remember him taking the car and putting it behind the shop. And I remember how heartbroken I was at that age. And that was something that I didn't want to do to Maggie, was because I know she's ate up with it. I know she's just like I was when I was that age, and just didn't want to do that to her. So not only her, other people. There's people that love going to the races with us, and there's people that I've kind of looked at and like, I don't want to quit right now. They enjoy it. My dad and my mom, Dallas's granddaddy and dad and family and all that, they all enjoy it. The people we got helping us, they all enjoy it. And that's something that I've always just kind of put the pressure on my shoulders to keep it going, to keep, what am I trying to say? Trying to keep everybody excited and trying to keep everybody into it. And like I said, it's just not the same anymore. And I think Dallas really truthfully hit.
That's why I've been watching it.
I think Dallas really truly hit the nail on the head, and without me even truly thinking about it, is, I just don't want to give it 100% right now. And if I can't give it 100%, then there's no sense in going. And I haven't been giving it 100% lately. So
you can tell by our results. You can tell by our mechanical issues.
Yeah, those mechanical issues and the results wouldn't have happened a couple of years ago. But it's hard, 100% hard, difficult decision. But I think it's going to be okay in the long run. Like I said earlier, family. God first, family second, and whatever else is third. And right now, in my point in life, I don't want racing to be third right now. So there's just other hobbies and interests and activities that I would like to get into, and talked about a business idea. And I've always wanted to, not saying that I have any different idea from anybody else, but I've always wanted to build my own race car. So I think maybe like the modified would kind of give me that closure. I've built race cars in the past. Me and my dad built them down there in that shop, and actually built a 3-link clip car and was really good with it. But I've always wanted to build one from the ground up, and just for the simple fact that I know I could do it. And I'd like to prove to myself that I can do it. So maybe one day could look at that down the road. Obviously not right now. So 66, 69 Chevelle, reach out to us. bberryracing.yahoo.com. Or cash, whatever you want to do. But,
or if you got us on Facebook, reach out to us on Facebook.
Yeah, and if you got a hot rod in general, just reach out to me. All I can do is say no. When I say I want a hot rod, I'm not saying I want no $60,000, $70,000 show car. I don't want no all original numbers matching car. I do not want that. I want a hot rod that I can get in it, drive it down the road, and not have to worry about a rock chipping the paint or a bug on the windshield or whatever. So,
And if it's due to green, you paint it or
right.
whatever.
Or if it's an automatic, I want to put a 4-speed in it. I only stipulation, it's got to be 2-door hardtop. I don't want no convertibles. Really don't want no vinyl top either, but it's not a deal breaker. So
Definitely don't want a 4-door.
yeah, no, don't want no 4-door at all. So that's really the only stipulations. But like I said, it's been a blast. It's been, you know, I know we kind of got off the track there and kind of got like down in the valley, but it's not, I'm not down in the valley. A wise man once told me back years ago, and he's an old boss I had. He told me that life's full of ups and downs, and I'm gonna share this with y'all, and I'll be done. Life's full of ups and downs. You have mountains, you have valleys. When you're up on them peaks, if you really enjoy them peaks, when you get down in the valleys, it's hard to get out of the valley. That makes the valleys a lot deeper. It makes it a lot harder to get out of. But when you're up on them peaks and you don't enjoy them too much, kind of mellows out, so that when you're down in the valleys, you're not down as far as you think you are. You're kind of in the middle. And you know, it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to understand what he meant by that, but I think I understand what he means by that now. And you know, priorities change, life changes, and I'm excited about it. I know it sounds like a sad, sappy story, and I'm not asking nobody to feel sorry. I'm not asking nobody to. I'm not saying that if we had the finances that I would continue racing like we have. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm 100% okay with this decision. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. Like Dallas said, Maggie's excited about a hot rod. We went to First Friday this past weekend, and I was able to show her in person what a 66, 67 Chevelle was, a 66 Chevy 2, you know, things like that. And once she seen them in person, she was really excited about it. I've been watching YouTube videos and all that. So, you know, like I said, we'll still be around on the YouTubes. We'll still be there. What we do, who knows? We'll be doing things a little different, but
we may be racing RC cars, and you just never go karts.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this will give our channel the chance to do have a little bit of what am I looking for? Not adversity. What's the word I'm trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Like diversity. Be able to make our channel a little bit more diverse. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas this, it's really hard for me to do YouTube videos, and I'll tell you why. And I know I said I was going to be done, but I'm it's really hard for me to make YouTube videos because when I get in here and get to working on this thing, I have a limited amount of time every day from about 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish, and I try to be done about 8:30. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday, I like to be done a little bit earlier, so that way we can go out to eat and spend time, whatever, enjoy something fun. So, when I get in here in the shop, I got to be 100% focused on that. I can't be sitting here back and forth with the camera and interacting like I need to truly grow the channel and to truly give you guys 100% of my focus or time. So, I have to kind of look over the camera and the channel, and Dallas just kind of has to do this all by herself, basically. And so, by being able to have that diversity to where, you know, hey, we're not having to race Saturday, I can take you along with bending a piece of tube, or me trying to learn the TIG welder, or bend up a piece of sheet metal, or whatever the case may be. Throwing the carburetor on the dune buggy and all that good stuff. So
basically, with life slowing down, you're able to slow down and show them stuff.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be a good thing for the channel. Hopefully we can grow it and continue to grow it, and you know, maybe one day it grows up big enough where we can get back to doing what we're currently doing. You know.
And that's, I mean, that's not you saying we can't afford it. We can. But it's just.
Oh yeah, no,
I
mean, don't get the wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting out of it because we're going broke. We're just getting out of it because we want to we want to focus our money on other places.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I just want to have a little fun. So, like I said, appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys back in the shop sometime. If nobody comes and buys it, our plan is to go racing Saturday at Talladega. Weather don't look that great. Last I looked, it was 55% chance of storm Saturday again. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, if nobody buys it, that's our plan. If you call me, tell me you got cash or a hot rod and you want to trade me, I'll meet you down there at Hot Laps and I'll work on the car for you all night, whatever you want me to do. I'll even go set in the stands if you don't want me to have no part of it. I'll go set in the stands, I don't care. But that's where we're at. So, if nobody buys it, we'll see you Saturday.
Unless we have a baby before then.
Yeah, that's another thing. Unless the baby comes before Saturday. He's not supposed to be here until Tuesday, so.
It's our induction.
Yeah, that's when we had to be at the hospital Tuesday morning. So just be praying for Dallas and Briar that everything goes good there. And during and after. And we'll catch you guys when we can. We appreciate each and every one of you. I greatly appreciate it and never thought we'd have the following that we do. So it truly does mean the world to me. Thanks, guys.